Hello and welcome to my presentation of grammar. Oops. What is grammar? The word grammar comes from the Greek word grammatik, which means the art of letters, and which is a beautiful and true statement. So if we go on to the bottom part where it says grammar is a study of words, what they mean, and what their function is, in order to develop meaning behind things that are said. So basically their grammar is words that are put together and made into a sentence. Then the second part is grammar is important because it is the line of communication that humans use to communicate. And I think in order to communicate, you'd have to know how to use grammar correctly. Grammar is necessary for all people to learn and be able to build a sentence that plays a big part in putting these words together. And again, you'll just have to know how to put the words together. Examples of grammar. Here are some examples of grammar, which is nouns, man, articles, to, adjectives, huge, verbs, dance, adverbs, quickly, mine, and conjunctions, but. How to teach grammar. The best way to teach grammar is by trial and error. If the student hears and knows the rules of grammar, they can produce correct sentences. I will base this lesson on a student who is in the 3rd grade. So I picked an activity for a teacher to do where the teacher builds the sentences based off of step number 1. Teach the components of a sentence, a subject, a verb, and an idea. So, number 2 is engage with students by asking them for sentence components. For example, okay, class, let's choose a subject. Raise your hand and tell me a subject. Okay, so you ask the class, okay, what's the subject? And little Joey raises his hand. He says, my cousin. And you say, what's your cousin's name? And he says, I forgot. Say, how about we pick a different subject, and then somebody else raises their hand, you select them, and they say their mommy, and you say good. And then you continue to do this for all 3 items and create a sentence. So number 3, the results was my mommy, who was selected as a subject, went to the grocery store to buy milk. Be sure to have the students make these sentences in their own words. Again, just do this as a class, and when the class sees their peers making the sentences, they'll be able to make connections in their head and know, how to write a sentence or say a sentence in order to communicate using grammar. Common error in grammar. There are many errors in grammar, but the 2 I see the most are the theirs, the their, and they are, and the our and our. There means belongs to, they're over in a general direction or place. They are, there, they are, means they are. Then you see common mistakes such as our belongs to the person speaking or writing our, like our house. And then you see our means a second person, meaning it's, it's not A-R-E, our house, it's our house. And it is important that students are taught the proper vocabulary because if they're using the wrong, there's this section, their sentence won't even make sense. Research. After looking into grammar, there are many rules and aspects to talking and writing than we can imagine. Things to remember. Grammar is very important because after mastering grammar, one can improve writing and speaking and writing and reading skills, which are important for success in the academic as well as the professional world. This is how us educators can help provide better futures for our students and, just getting them college and world ready. Trying to cover all the rules of grammar or review its components in one school year is impossible. How many rules are there in grammar? The answer is no one is sure. sure how many, grammar rules the English language has, because no one has ever compiled a definitive list of rules, which is true. I'm sure there's tons and hundreds, but at the end of the day, we would just check on our curriculum, make sure we're handling all of our grammar and teaching the students what they need to know. And there's my references.